Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for another review, and sorry that it took a little while to do this next review. I was just searching for a job and I finally found one, but it's outdoor stuff, so it's gonna suck, but I need money somehow, so yeah. Um, just wanted to mention that nitpick on what I was gonna do, because basically in the coming next weekend, I'm going to be really busy working and all that, so I won't be able to do much videos too much, and there might be times where I'll be taking naps. So you may see some album reviews for the next weekend, but I'll keep you posted on what I decide to do. So yeah, this is for an album review for Muse Absolution that I just got done listening to for their third studio album for this marathon studio album reviews I started on August 4th. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Muse Absolution album, the 2003 album, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review for Muse Absolution. Now, sorry that I mentioned something I was going to be doing next weekend, because there might have to be times where I'm going to be taking naps and all that after my job, because it's sign holding stuff, so it's going to suck again, but I need money somehow. I'm getting more hours, so that's good. But it's going to be hot for sure, but I'll manage somehow. But let's get right into the track list. I'm sorry that I mentioned that. Intro was a really strong intro track. It leads into the next song, Apocalypse Please, which I really enjoyed the intro track, so 5 out of 5. It's only 22 seconds, so you're not in for a long song, but it's pretty strong of a track, so yeah, 5 out of 5. For the 22 seconds, of course. It's pretty interesting instrumentation in the song, and musically it's sounding weird, but it's working over me. Apocalypse Please was great. Matt Bellamy's vocals is sounding really good in this track. I really enjoyed his vocal pitches in the song, and just the way the song's executing with the instruments, the like violin work and other stuff like that, and piano work too. This was actually a really good album for sure by Muse. So 5 out of 5 for Apocalypse Please. This was a favorite of mine. Time Is Running Out was a single that they released for this album. Um, didn't hate this song, just wasn't sure what I was thinking of when I listened to it, but it's grown on me, so I had to listen to it again to make sure. But still, 5 out of 5 for this track. It was really good for sure. Matt Bellamy's vocals in it is pretty good. It's weird with the verses with his vocals, but I think it works for what it's going for. Sing for Absolution was a pretty interesting song. The melody sounds pretty good, and Matthew Bellamy's vocals is pretty strong in this track. There's some weaker moments in the track, but I don't try to look at that. It's a really excellent song for sonically how it's sounding, and musically too, so 5 out of 5. Stockholm Syndrome. I wasn't sure if I was feeling for the falsettos that Matt Bellamy was doing with this song, but I think it was working with what it was going for. The heavy drum work and guitar work was the best part of the song, for sure, and I really enjoyed that. Even Era's cover for this song was amazing, for sure. It was one of the best things I've heard of 2022, which they did cover this track, which was a pretty epic song, for sure. So, 5 out of 5 for Stockholm Syndrome. Falling Away With You was a really excellent song. I really enjoyed this track. It's very mellow and laid back, but it works with what it's going for, so 5 out of 5. The interlude is only 38 seconds, so it's not much of a song, but it was still interesting with the static noise and all that shit. So 5 out of 5. Hysteria was a great track. Really enjoyed this song. Um, Matt Bellamy's vocals in it is pretty good, and just the way it's sounding sonically and musically, it's really well done. So 5 out of 5. Blackout was not my favorite, but it was solid for what it went for. It was just too mellow for me, but it was solid for what it went for. So I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. There's some weird moments in it with Matt Bellamy singing, but I think it works some of the time. And then there's some weaker moments in the track. Butterflies and Hurricanes was a personal favorite. I remember hearing this from a game or whatever, if I remember correctly, and it was a really good song for sure. So 5 out of 5 for Butterflies and Hurricanes. It sounds really good musically and sonically and execution wise. It did really well with Matt Bellamy singing in it. The Small Print was one of the heaviest songs I heard from this album, along with Stockholm Syndrome being the heaviest too. So this was a really good song, and I really enjoyed this. So it was really good with how it was sounding. So 5 out of 5. Endlessly was more laid back and mellow, but it sounds really good with Matt Bellamy singing in it. So 5 out of 5. Thoughts of a Dying Atheist was pretty well done track. Really enjoyed it. It's close to the end of the album, of course, so yeah. I'll give this a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed how it was sounding overall, musically, sonically, drum work, guitar work is good, and just Matthew Bellamy singing in it sounds really good, so 5 out of 5. Ruled by Secrecy is the last song on the regular edition, and then you have Fury afterwards, so I'll mention Fury in a moment. I'll talk about Fury in a moment. Ruled by Secrecy was a pretty cool outro to the album, and I really like how it was sounding musically, and just with how it's executing, it's not doing bad over me. So, really don't hate this song. I really like this song. So, 5 out of 5. And finally, Fury was the official closing track to the digital edition for the bonus track off this album, but it did very well for sure. So, 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Muse Absolution was a really strong album. It is amazing from start to finish, and I highly recommend you check it out. Blackout is probably my least favorite, so I gave that a 4.5 out of 5, but other than that, the rest of the album is outstanding for sure. So first score for me, I'm giving Muse Absolution, the third studio album from them, the 2003 album. I'm giving this album a 9.5 out of 10. This was a really awesome album. It definitely rocks for sure. And I think Muse did a pretty good job on this third studio album of theirs. So, yeah, with that being said, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of this Muse Absolution album, if you've heard it from the band Muse. And if you did enjoy this album review that I did for you guys, it's the third Marathon Studio album review. I'll have Black Holes and Revelations tomorrow for sure. So, I'm having to move the dates on me doing album reviews for Muse's discography because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'm going to be busy working. So I'm going to have a busy next weekend for sure. But I'll try to get as much videos done during the nighttime as I can. I might not do a lot because I'll probably be taking naps because of the heat and all that. But yeah, if you did enjoy this album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will have another review coming out for Muse, Black Holes, and Revelations tomorrow. It's going to be sometime tomorrow during the, I guess, early afternoon or something like that, hopefully. So I got to start getting up a little early since I'm going to be working or around that time, like early in on Saturday and all that, but I'll still have some videos for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for next weekend. It's just there are gonna be less videos than normal because I'll be working a lot more. But yeah, I found a new job and it is an outdoor job. It sucks, but I need to make some money somehow. So yeah, hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. So if I have to take a break from YouTube for a couple days, I'll let you know. If not, I'll try to get as much videos done as I can. But until then, hope you enjoyed Muse Absolution album review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, guys. Take care. And as always, I will see you in my next review.